This week looked a little different than my normal Monday reset. I never really had a whole day to devote just to cleaning, so I just picked things up and cleaned whenever I had a little bit of extra time. And honestly, I think this is probably a much more realistic reset for a lot of us. Some weeks you just don't have time to do it all. Of course, I always started with coffee and my ice roller, because it just makes my day go a little better. We had a friend over and I tried to fix them a nice breakfast. This week was really busy with back to school and my son got his learner's permit. We packed up some more stuff for my daughter at college, and I just did more cooking this week. The kids were all home. I know they're leaving soon and they're asking for different things. I did make tuna patties one day, which I'm actually the only one that likes those, but I wanted them, so I made them, and I made some homemade fries, and that just took some extra time. But little things like this, I love doing it for my family, and it makes such a difference in their day. My air fryer is on its last leg, and yes, you are seeing that correctly. I did use pliers to turn on the air fryer. It's on my list to replace it, and it's been on my list for a while, but I just keep forgetting and never seem to remember when I'm at Walmart, or I really just need to order it online and go ahead and get a new air fryer. But part of me thinks, it works, so why not just keep using the pliers till it completely doesn't work? But we'll see. Either way, it's working for now. I squeezed in some laundry whenever I had extra time, and one little thing that's actually made putting laundry away easier are these drawer organizers. I use them in my chest of drawers for socks and pajamas, pants, shorts, all sorts of things, and I love being able to actually see everything instead of digging through a drawer. One morning I decided to make a big breakfast with homemade gravy, bacon, and eggs. I love mornings when I have time to do something like this for my family. After we got breakfast cleaned up, headed to Sam's Club, got a few things done. We needed some produce. Of course, I always get a rotisserie chicken, just a few things to make life easier. Then that afternoon, we headed to the land, did some mowing, cleaned it up, just got a few things done that needed to be done over there. It gets out of hand fast if you don't keep it up. We were able to make it to the farmer's market again this week, and that's always such a good time. Then my daughter and I headed out of town to do some shopping, eat some yummy food, and just have a fun day together before college. It's really hitting me that she's leaving, and I'm just not going to see her every day, so we're trying to make the most of every single moment. We found a new 7 Brew while we were out shopping, so obviously we had to stop for coffee. They were giving away free shirts if you got a large drink, so we each got a large drink and 2 free shirts, and that was super exciting. Had to go back to the bakery to get more cake. If you follow me, I was there last week, so I really got to stop with this bakery because I don't need to eat cake every week. There's our shirts. We were so excited about them. Oh, and then let me ask you about these pillows I got while we were shopping. Please tell me I'm not the only person who can overthink the smallest decisions. I can look at these throw pillows for days and still not figure out if they're right. So tell me, should I keep the pillows or take them back? They're solid on the back and blue and white stripes on the front, and I just can't make up my mind. Right, so the week came to an end with Sunday lunch. I really try to prioritize always having Sunday family lunch. The week gets crazy, everybody has activities, and we're in a million different directions. So I really make it a point that we always have Sunday lunch. My son had been asking for chicken parmesan for a really long time, and I finally was like, today is the day we are going to make it. I don't actually eat meat, so I made eggplant parmesan for me. We all ate it a little bit differently. My son had it on a sub. I had it with penne pasta. My daughter and husband had it with spaghetti noodles, but it was really good, and my son did a great job helping me cook it. He learned how to make it, and he really loved it. So it's just so important to me that we have family lunch, because life gets so busy, and during the week we're in a million different directions, from sports, other activities, friends. It's just so important to me as a mom that we come together to just be together and have lunch together. It doesn't always happen, but I try my best to always make my bed and tidy upstairs. And if you notice that my duvet is uneven as I'm making the bed, just pretend you didn't notice. Normally, that's exactly the kind of little thing I would stop and fix, but I just didn't have time. Maybe that's something I'm learning in this season. Everything doesn't have to be perfectly finished right now. I also had some work to squeeze in. I needed to take photos for a brand I'm working with, and they needed several different angles, so that took a little longer than I expected. But I got it done, submitted my photos, and hopefully it's what they want. I tried to vacuum really quickly in the living room, and then somehow there was mud tracked all over the kitchen from the living room to the door. So I swept that up and got the floor back in good shape and just tidied up. Looking back on this week, I realized I actually got a lot done. It just didn't happen all at once. I think sometimes we picture a reset as having hours to clean the entire house, organize everything, and start Monday with everything perfectly put together. But real life doesn't actually always give us that kind of time. And this week, I definitely didn't have that kind of time all in one day. Sometimes the reset is one load of laundry here, vacuuming the room there, cooking dinner, running an errand, and doing the next thing when you have a few minutes. And that's okay. It all still counts. much for spending part of your day with me. If you enjoy realistic homemaking, simple living, cooking, and just everyday life, I'd love for you to subscribe and come back next Monday. I'll see you later. Have a great week. Bye.